Welcome to the EMP.
EMP.
EMP. Welcome to the EMP. EMP. Now you're supposed to jump in with a funny voice.
Was I? I was just letting you guys do your thing.
EMP.
Okay, EMP. Yeah, let's do it.
So this is our weekly podcast with me, Natalie, and Dan talking about what we've done in the gaming spectrum and some kind of big news that we found interesting. And that's pretty much it, isn't it? What have you done this week, Natalie?
Well, let's see. I've almost platinumed Fallout Shelter. I'm at that point where I'm just, just putting a little bit of time into just sending my my Vault Dwellers out just to get some more loot so I can just scrape. Is that scrape? Yeah, scraping, right?
Scrap it.
Scrap it?
I think
Scrapping? So. Okay. Sorry. I'm just like, I'm going to you, Dan, because you actually know how to pronounce things. Sorry.
That is my superpower.
Yes, it is.
Knowing how to pronounce words.
But that's pretty much the only thing I've got left, just scrap 500 items. And then after that, I think I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls recently as well. Just trying to get through the game, but it's very... I don't remember it to be... It's very slow and painful. I mean, it's a very old game, but I still love it, so I'm still going through that. And of course, the crew. I mean, I kind of carried Ben last night.
Wait, and no, you didn't.
Yes.
I would have restarted the race.
All right, this is what happened.
You ran me off the road.
No, what? No, we went from New York. That was another race actually. Last night we did New York to LA, and and it was like an hour-long race. And he was battling. I'm pretty sure he was like between the 7th and 5th place the whole time, and I was first. So I guess I carried the team. Yeah, and I got us a trophy for it too, so that was good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What about you, Dan?
Like a PlayStation trophy or like an in-game trophy?
No, PlayStation.
It was
Okay,
PlayStation.
cool.
Yeah.
We all got it, so Natalie did carry us to that trophy.
Yes, you're welcome.
The game was being really weird though. Like Natalie took off crazy. I made one mistake and basically had like maybe 2 more in the whole entire thing. But no, but here's
one mistake? What do you mean?
No, but here's the problem that I had
maybe.
with it though. Here's what I don't understand what happened. So the race itself was 45 minutes. Okay, Natalie ended up making almost as many mistakes as everyone else. So did Frank, our buddy.
Whoa! Wait, no.
Would you listen? Would you listen?
No.
So she was in first, and she was at all times competing with 2 AI up there.
It was Aaron and who? Aaron and
I don't know.
Oh my god!
But anyway, I was like a mile
Glenn.
behind
It was
them.
Glenn. Ben. It was Glenn. Yes.
But
Sorry.
I was like a mile behind them, and 2 people at all times were struggling with me to take the 4th spot. So what I don't understand is how she stayed in first with 3 people, and we were so far behind her, but the AI stayed with us. And then Frank was all the way in the back, and at all times had someone competing with him.
That's where he belongs,
between 7th
right?
and 8th.
That's where he belongs.
So like an AI competing with him?
So what I was saying is...
Well, that sounds like the game just simply goes, we have AI that we're pairing up with certain players so they're actually racing as opposed to the really annoying, oh, you messed up once, now you're not going to see anyone for the rest of the match or the rest of the race because they're all ahead of you.
So essentially,
that's what I was thinking. I think the game's rigged up so you were always having a fun race.
Yeah. So essentially, they're pretty much giving me 2 people that actually know how to play. They're giving Ben mediocre players, and they're giving Frank people that just don't know how to play. I mean, AI that just don't know how to race. Oh man. What about you, Dan? What have you been playing?
I have been playing a lot. I just picked up Horizon Zero Dawn, which I know is an older game, but Benny's been playing it,
it's still
recommending
incredible, man.
Oh, it's super good.
Day, yeah.
I need to get a PS4 Pro so I can really enjoy it. I've also been playing a lot of League of Legends actually this week.
I've seen you on Discord. I'm not stalking you, Dan, but whenever I see, whenever we're playing Divinity 2, I can see that you're playing League of Legends. So.
Well, they've got a mode right now which is all random, ultra rapid fire.
Ooh.
So basically, it gives you a random champion. No abilities cost mana or anything. The cooldowns are ridiculously low, and it's so chaotic and so frustrating, but so fun that it's ultra rapid fire in that game, or the URF mode, as it's called. It's so fun. It really makes the game enjoyable because they're so much quicker paced.
Wait. I was half paying attention, not going to lie, because we're dealing with the situation inside. Wait, what game is this?
League of Legends.
Oh, okay. Because I know you've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and then you're talking about a rapid-paced version of the game, And
Okay,
that's the
that would be so
That's what I'm
fun.
saying. I was like,
Oh
wait,
my
did I
gosh.
miss a whole mode?
Let's get
Medium plus?
Horizon
Yeah.
Infinite Dawn. Get that sped up. But no, I've been doing that a lot. And then we have also been doing, which relates to our topic today, we have been playing Pokemon Go like none other
It's
with
true.
the Articuno Community Day and the Squirtle Community Day, which was super fun. I got sunburnt, but that's okay because it was so worth
course,
it
of course.
to get some disappointing shiny Squirtles.
That's all I got. Was disappointing shiny
Disappointing? No,
squirrels.
you mean mediocre at best. Not disappointing, right? I mean,
No, you got mediocre. I got pretty.
Yeah, I got none of my shiny Blastoises are the ones. None of my shinies are over 64%, and none of my
Yeah.
glasses I didn't get a shiny. So those the ones that are high enough aren't shiny.
Exactly. It either is you got a strong one or you got a cool looking one. There was no in between.
Yeah. For me, I've been
what
playing
about you?
Pokemon Go, Elder Scrolls Online, leveling up a new character, and pretty much just Horizon Zero Dawn. I haven't really done much else
and
around
also
that.
getting carried in the crew. It's true. It's true.
I mean, that's pretty much it, though. Nothing really has changed much this week for us. I'm looking for a Switch game to play in our flight that's coming up, but I can't
Yeah.
find anything that's coming out before I leave.
No, there
So I'm gonna have
isn't
go
going
dig
to be
into the
anything.
library, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I got two topics I want to talk about today.
Okay.
Two.
Okay, and this is why I was half paying attention because I was looking at the information on this.
Wait,
okay.
two? I'm actually interested now.
Well, the second one, we're going to talk about Pokemon Go crossing $1.8 billion,
Yeah.
making almost $1 million a day in revenue, and how a
Jesus
game that
Christ.
was we've all said was dead as hell has turned around.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to talk about, since I got it fresh right here, though, is video game conventions and their really poor
oh my
management
god.
skills
Okay,
of
so
selling a ticket.
okay,
I
good.
wonder why we're doing
Okay, so-
that.
We all play Final Fantasy 14, and the game's tickets just went live for their festival. That's why we're recording this later than planned.
I think it should also be mentioned that we've all been playing it for a long time
Yeah,
too.
no, we're not new to
Yeah.
the game. We got in the queue right at the time they went live, 1 o'clock, and we sat in the queue for 20 minutes, and they were sold out.
Actually, it was 30 minutes, but yeah.
30 minutes. Either way, we sat for a while to try and buy these tickets, which is why we're recording late, which is why things are messed up for us today, because they're trying to get these stupid tickets. Now, they sold out. That happens. And sitting here, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, it's just like BlizzCon and New York Comic Con and San Diego. They sell out. But here's the difference. New York Comic Con, San Diego BlizzCon, we have a scalper problem. People
Oh,
go in there,
incredibly so.
they buy as many tickets as humanly possible, and they scalp them off. That's one thing I want to talk about, how you feel about these things, taking advantage of super fans of these properties. BlizzCon tickets go for like $500 freaking dollars.
They do.
It's ridiculous.
I had to buy
Yeah.
one that was scalped last year, and I
Yeah.
believe it was $450.
It's so dumb.
It's ridiculous.
Now, part of the reason I was okay with Final Fantasy selling out is because they have a system in place where you get they send an access code to someone who has an active subscription for a certain amount of time. I think it was 30 days.
It really shouldn't be 30 days.
It should be
No,
more, but
it
anyway,
should be
a
people
lot
who have
more
an
than
active
that, yeah.
subscription get an access code, and you are given first dibs to buy the thing.
Yep.
So when you tell me it's sold out, I go, okay, at least it wasn't scalped. I missed out on the tickets, but I don't feel bad because real players got it.
Exactly. Like it wasn't, hey, some eBay person got it. It was,
Yeah.
another player of the game
Yeah.
is gonna go. So it's a little bit
They
more
had just as
understandable.
much of a chance as I did.
Yep.
They care about the game.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yep.
Their RNG was better than yours.
It's I'm
much.
looking at the Reddit as we were doing this because I was setting up for our articles for Pokemon Go.
Oh,
I
it
had
was.
stuff
It was.
in-
It's on Reddit.
They're
Oh,
on
I
Reddit.
bet.
What happened?
Why would you do that?
So here's the
Why?
problem, though.
They should be.
You guys
banned
are
for
gonna
that.
love this.
They really
okay?
should be.
Oh, I think just discussion on Reddit, not the selling.
No. But, okay. But
No,
still,
well, they're also doing it on Reddit trying to sell
That's
tickets.
what I mean, like, this-
I'm not
yeah,
looking
this
to
is
buy
ridiculous.
the tickets. I'm looking at what everyone is saying their experience were.
Right.
So
Yeah.
here, you guys didn't know this, and I'm finding this out now. One, they allow you to buy 4 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay?
ridiculous.
People are already posting that they bought one to use. Here's 3 for sale.
Yeah.
$300 to $400 already.
So they doubled the price already.
They're doubling or
Yeah, that's
tripling
nice.
the price on these
Yeah.
tickets. Okay,
Yeah.
so one, scalpers are involved.
Yes.
Okay, but at least in my head, I'm thinking, well, at least they had to have had an active account.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a shitty situation.
really is shit
But at least it
of
was an
them.
active account, so
Yeah.
they at least abided by the rules.
I guess.
Now, apparently, our access codes to get access to the tickets was worthless because the link after the access code, you could have gone straight there and bought the ticket.
What the
Wait,
hell?
what?
That's apparently how it sold out. You didn't need the access code if you had the link to the page
Well, they're
after the access code.
That's
It's-
ridiculous.
It would
they
just
messed
let
up.
you in.
Yeah. Okay, they messed up.
So
That
people
is-
are buying 4 tickets and scalping them. So it's the same usual bullshit.
Yeah.
People buying scalped stuff.
That's
Look,
nice.
we run an eBay store where we sell the collectibles that we have here. Very, very few times have we ever actually marked up something ridiculously. And it's normally because I went to a lot of effort to get said product.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was super
You were
rare.
charging for the hassle,
Yeah.
basically.
Normally for us, like we do reselling, but we normally don't do a crazy markup. Normally it's if we had to get to do a big hassle to get it. The only example I can think of anything that we got to mark up a massive amount was when I had to wait in line at the Funko Pop line in Emerald City to get the green Batman, and there's only like 500 of them in existence, so we marked that one up. It's
Yeah.
the only time we've ever really done that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
but to get to triple and quadruple your prices on an MMO festival.
Yeah.
What is that? It explains why everything's sold out this year so quick.
It's
It's not
That's
even their
just so
first year
ridiculous.
either.
No.
Like, this is what I mean. Like they should have at least learned from their mistakes from the first and second year that they've done this. And why allow 4 tickets in the first place? Just allow 1 per player. That's what they've done the very first
or
year.
at most 2, so that you
Yeah.
could be like, oh, I want to go and my significant
Yeah,
other, I can
absolutely,
take
yeah.
them with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why would anyone need to buy 4 except to scalp them?
Yes.
For the most part, if you want to go with your friends, they also have accounts and they can buy it
Yes.
themselves.
Yes. So that's what I wanted to ask you guys.
No, but
I know this
that's-
topic isn't going to be that big because
I
it's just going
didn't
to be us
even.
ranting about how
Well,
we
it
lost
kind
out on
of
tickets.
is though because it's
Huh?
kind of like it kind of is big because I mean, this is becoming a problem.
Well,
Even
and that's what I'm saying. How do we
only for
avoid
that.
this? Because this isn't just BlizzCon and Fan Festival.
No,
This,
this
is
is
New York Comic Con,
concerts.
San
I didn't
Diego.
even
PAX
know.
sells out immediately to scalpers.
Not even just these conventions. It's also like concerts for
yeah.
bands. It's
Yeah.
literally anything with tickets is now scalped and sold on extra websites.
Yep.
Or they're sold on a main website where they charge you extreme amounts for like processing fees.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
Ticketmaster does ridiculous fees to buy a ticket where it's like half the price of the ticket just to buy it from their website. And
Yeah.
it's
See,
it's
I wasn't even mad when it got sold out for us, but because you just said that, you mentioned that even having the code wouldn't even matter in the first place.
Yeah.
That really triggers me.
And the
Oh,
worst
yeah.
part is, especially with the Fan Fest, you can change all the information. So you can go in there, buy 4 tickets to blank names, and then just change it later. Resell them.
yeah.
Why?
I don't understand why companies, and maybe
I-
there's a logistics side to this that we don't understand because we don't handle this kind of thing.
Maybe, yeah.
But why can't they lock the name to the tickets? San Diego and things like that. Why can't I go in there, buy 4 tickets,
That's
and I go,
what they
Natalie,
do.
Ben, Dan, and Houston. I say 4 names, right?
Yeah.
And when I get there, you need those. If I get
This
a
is
plane
what they
ticket,
do.
I need my ID.
Wait, this
Yeah.
is what they do for BlizzCon and also for a PSX.
They
if I
do,
remember
But
right.
they allow you to
BlizzCon,
change
but
who it's for. That's the
exactly.
problem.
What they should do is simply, and this would prevent the entire situation, is you buy the ticket under a name. That's what you've got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and what they could do, this would be a great way to do it. Buy a ticket under your name and under the name of the person you want to take with you. Allow refunds up to a certain date, and then have a secondary selling date of the refunded tickets. That way, tickets don't get used or scalped, and it gives people who may have missed out early on a chance to get a ticket that someone might have been like, oh crap,
Yeah.
I can't
I can't
bring
make it."
so and so, so I need to refund it, or I need the money, I need to refund it. But that
Yeah.
way, it's at least the same price. Because the thing that amazes me about this is the fact that these companies are allowing this to happen when other people are profiting off of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or increase your goddamn venue because it's been 2
I'm not even
years.
worried with the
It's
venue.
been
I just
4
don't understand-
years. No, but still, it's you still know because you know that it's the same hotel, same venue. It'll be just a tiny room where you could have just doubled or tripled your revenue and the people that went to your convention. Why don't you do that? Why don't you just allow more people to just go to your conventions and make more money at the same time?
I don't know about that. I mean, the changing of the names, I can kind of see if I were to buy 4, because I'm like, well, I don't know if Dan's going to go or not, and I didn't get his info. But part of me also feels like if I'm going to buy 4 tickets for everyone and we're going to work it out amongst ourselves, you would have given me all the information I might need.
or at least make it so that if you were to transfer it to another person, that person also has an active account. Like that would be a decent excuse
Yeah.
as well, because then at least they will go to other players.
Yeah. I mean,
Now, honestly, the only reason why I'm not upset about this, and also for not going to BlizzCon or any of these conventions, is because most of what you get going to these events, you can get online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's not a problem. But the people profiting off of this and just the
the
companies not
ridiculous
learning
part
is the
about
worst
this.
part. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is basically a job for some people that it's ridiculous. Like, their job is to make sure that they buy multiple amounts of tickets, because I'm sure a lot of these people as well have like 3 accounts,
Yeah.
so they can buy 12 tickets
Yeah.
total. Bing, bang, boom.
Well,
they're
no, as
making...
we discovered, you don't even need an account because you could bypass.
yeah,
the
you
account
couldn't even
login.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
I feel like because the whole access code thing, in my opinion, was pretty stupid. Log into your Square Enix account, buy it that way.
Yeah.
Why was that so hard?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
it shows your active subscription in there. It requires you to
Or
have
the
actually
Mock
had that.
Station.
Exactly,
The
the
Mock
Mock
Station.
Station.
Yeah, the Mock Station actually records how many days you've been paying for the game.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
So
I don't
that's the main
understand.
thing. I mean, we can just rant and rave about this for the entire hour if we wanted to, but I think
Yeah.
we should move on to our actual topic
Yeah.
that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to get very negative for the day because I'll
Yeah.
be so much...
Yeah.
So
So much
salty.
frustration and salt.
Again, we're
I
not
could roll in
frustrated
bread and
about
make some
not.
pretzels. That's how salty I am.
We're not actually mad about not being able to go to the con, but just those people that just make it so hard for everyone else to, you know.
I was perfectly fine when
Yeah.
I'm like, well, other players got
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Yeah,
I
but
missed
then when
out.
you
That
said,
sucks.
when you said that anybody, just about anybody, could just profit off of these tickets, I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell? What is it? What is the point of just starring your goddamn email with that code for like months? That's just hoping, just waiting for the site to go live to buy your tickets and just have it, none of it matter. Like what is this?
Yeah, that's... Because, I mean, some people like Benny as well went through a pretty big process just to get that access
Yeah.
code.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to wait in a customer service line for 2 hours to get my code because they didn't send it properly.
Yeah.
And we had to cancel like an hour off our stream yesterday because of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. So, next big topic Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Yes.
So, just so you guys know the story, let me tell the story of what happened real quick. As far as I know, I haven't done tons of research on this, but
Are you saying as the game as a whole or your...
no, a game as a whole.
experience?
I'm
Okay.
just going to go run down real quick so people understand.
Okay.
Niantic dropped Pokemon. So, originally the game came out as a Google spoof joke, is what they claimed.
Yes, it
Yeah.
started out as an April Fool's Day thing on Google Maps where
Yeah.
you could go around to basically be a Pokemon master to find Pokemon that are out in the wild.
Oh, this is a hell
No,
of
it
an
didn't. It started
April
before
Fool's
that.
joke.
It was a video. They just made a video that
Oh, they
everyone
did.
freaked out about. And then they
Was
started,
that before the April Fool's thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
the
just
whole thing
about-
started as a video that I think I was even hanging out with you then, and you were like, "Look, it's so mean."
Yeah.
Wait,
Because I
didn't
was
they?
super hyped when I saw the video.
I know. So the video started it. They eventually, the company Niantic, which is a splintered group of Google who runs this game called Ingress, decided to make Pokemon Go. They came to terms with Pokemon Company, and they released it. And the entire game was walk around and catch Pokemon. There was really no reason to do anything in the game. It was just keep catching Pokemon. And so that was like the first year, year of the game.
Yeah.
Over the first 2 years of the game's launch, okay? Just before, so like I'd say a year in like 8 months, they added in raids, they added in gym battles, and a couple.
No, I think gym battles were in there.
Well, they made them work differently though. They work
Yes.
completely differently. Is what I'm saying. They tweaked out how they function. They tweaked out how raids function because those came out. I remember when they came out, we tried doing them. They were
was
all
weird.
5-star, and we're like, that ain't gonna happen with us.
Yeah.
And that was it. The game didn't have anything to do or keep you focused or whatever. You're just like, it's a cool idea. How and the question that me and Dan kept asking for a year and 8 months was, how can you have this game, which broke records, was a humongous release, and you've gone a year and 8 months with no real content drops?
And they also had huge problems in those first months as well with enormous connection problems.
Yep.
The servers were horrendous to the point that a lot of the time you couldn't play. I remember we all went to a nearby park and we all tried to play and none of us were able to connect to the servers. And when we did, we were like, oh my gosh, I connected. And then there were also, I remember during that time as well, there were a lot of events that Niantic were hosting as like a community day. Come here.
Oh, the first fan festival for that?
yes, where people
Another event that sold out immediately and you can get scalp tickets online?
Exactly.
Jesus
it was. I
Christ.
think it was in Chicago or something.
It is, 'cause they're
And
doing
there
it
were
again now.
people that came from across the world to come here.
Jesus.
Servers were down. People couldn't play, and they were not going to refund anything for anyone. So people
Wow.
had, like, some people had traveled across the world
Yeah.
to be disappointed.
That's wow.
So the game basically was garbage, is what it came out. I mean, some people loved it. I will say this: there was a fan base for its
Yeah.
original launch, but overall, the game didn't have much to it. Just didn't.
It was a very shallow game.
Yes. And for players like me and Dan who play a lot of app games and see games that can update things and frequently change things and tweak things.
Yeah.
Even Nintendo itself, its Fire Emblem game gets constant updates and fixes.
Oh
and
yeah.
Yeah, but it's Nintendo. I
Yeah.
mean,
That one, that one is
Yeah.
Nintendo directly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, that is a little different. But at the same time, you're using a Nintendo trademark.
That's
and
true.
Pokemon, of all things,
Yeah.
where you have people who love it because they're new to it and the people who love it because of nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, what ended up happening is they actually released content. And we've mentioned this before in previous podcasts and things like that. We've mentioned you have daily tasks you can do that you get from the Pokestops.
Yep.
The gyms are actually more fun to battle in because they auto weaken them. They have
Oh,
a
yeah.
morale now. So like someone can't just put in a 3,000 Pokemon and you're just like, I'm throwing my shit against the wall. It's not working.
3 months later, it's down 5% of its health.
Yeah, exactly. They don't allow you to put legendaries in there anymore. Maybe they did at the beginning, but Dan and I both swear that we've seen legendaries as
I
gyms.
swore I saw like a shiny Kyogre or shiny something.
It wouldn't
in
be
a gym.
Kyogre because that was newer, but but we both swear we saw legendaries.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the game has become something that everyone's playing, and its numbers have gone back up to launch numbers, and they just celebrated $1.8 billion earned, and they are claiming that they make almost $1 million a day. Now, I will say this.
Jesus.
What? How
I
much
just,
they're
I'm
making?
sorry. Yeah.
And you know, I'll say this about that in a minute. You guys go ahead, because I was going to go on a rant here, and then I just took over the podcast for 20 minutes. Go.
Well, what? What do you mean?
Well, I have a rant I was going to say about the money they're making.
Oh, 'cause I was
Oh.
going to say, when you started your rant, it took away every thought process I had. So I was ready to listen to your rant.
Not even that, but I thought you were just,
Okay, I'll
Keeping
go
it going,
I'll go
yeah.
my rant.
Let's hear
it. It blows my mind because I've had the exact same argument about Blizzard. Okay?
Or
you
14
claim to be
too.
so successful. You claim to have so much money. Why does games like World of Warcraft go 18 months without a true content patch?
because they have plenty of other games that they can just dump their money in.
if you're okay, in the case of Pokemon Go, if you are making $1 million a day,
Yeah.
you cannot tell me that you cannot hire more engineers to speed up fixing your problems and creating content at the same time.
I think
Yeah,
there's
buy
a lot.
dedicated servers. How is that so hard?
And if your concern is, oh, well, we don't want to ramp up too much and then we're not making enough money, you hire temporary employees. How hard would it have been for Blizzard to hire 3-month temp employees to see if increasing the output of content would increase the money they make?
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, it didn't work, fire the temps. You can't tell me that in a year and because when Niantic first started, I was on board with the argument of Niantic's a small company.
Yeah.
They're overwhelmed
Yeah,
as hell.
I was gonna ask you, like, do they have any other projects right now?
They have a movie coming out. They're still working on Ingress.
That's what I mean.
But
Like
doesn't matter.
maybe
You're
all of
making
that
$1 million
money,
a day.
maybe all of that money is going into those projects.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they're doing, what was it, Gearbox, where they got funded for a different game, but they put it all into Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I mean, it
Well,
could
maybe,
very
but
well
what
be
I'm
the
saying
case.
is, if I'm making $1 million a day, you will whatever you like. If Comic Storian made $1 million,
That's different.
a day,
Then
Oh my
that's
gosh.
different.
No, hold on. What I'm saying is, if
You're
I
talking
could-
about
be
you're
so
talking
fun.
about a worldwide like you're talking about a game that anybody can play around the world,
But
and you're
what-
talking about a YouTube channel, like
Well, what I'm
comparing it
saying
to a
is,
YouTube
if I'm
channel.
making $1 million a day,
No.
whatever my project is,
Yeah.
we're going to work on making that project better, so that more people come in.
Yes,
so I
but
make
then-
more
Invest
money.
into
Yeah, but
what's
then-
making the money.
Yes,
But then once it does well and it gives you money, wouldn't you want to invest that money into other projects like you're doing right now?
Yes and no, because while you would to make those other projects successful, you also want to make it so that the people who are spending this money on your main game want to continue to spend that
Yes.
money.
And that's what they've done.
Because the way that they had done it before was with the lack of content, you could, for the most part, you could buy X amount of stuff, get everything done, then you have no reason to spend more money because they haven't increased the content.
Yeah.
Whereas if they go, hey, now there's a whole new generation of Pokemon, you go, okay, well now I want to buy some incense so that I can catch more of them. I need more Pokeballs. You need to spend more money.
Right.
But if they do nothing, people reach that point where they go, I've got everything. I don't need to spend a dime because I have everything. And if you do content...
That's honestly where you and I got.
Yeah.
I have certain games I have no problem spending on the microtransactions. I hate it, but I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting Pokeballs and things like that, but eventually I was like, why am I buying Pokeballs to do nothing with?
But
Yeah.
the past week though, you've been out and doing things in that game that you haven't
Exactly.
done before.
But because it's because
been
there's so
playing
much
for
to
2
do
months, yeah.
where we can go outside and we go, it's not just we go outside and we look at each other and we go, okay, let's go catch Pokemon. We go out and we go, okay, let's go do field research, or let's go do a raid, or let's
Right.
go do Pokestop farming to get some supplies. Let's go do some gym battle. Like, there's so much we can go out to do now.
Yeah.
That it's making me act like sometimes I actually do go, you know what? Maybe I should buy some of these packages so that while I'm out, I can hatch more of my eggs. So I'm getting more stuff done. But before, it was like, well, I'm going to be doing this same stuff anyway. I might as well just take it slow and steady.
Yeah.
I'll get my Pokestops for the free stuff every now and then.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make me go, oh, I want to, like, oh, crap, I'm out of Pokeballs. Before I go, I'll catch this Pokemon later because there's not a huge variety. I'll get some Pokestops, get my Pokeballs for free. But now I'll run across something and I'll go, crap, I need Pokeballs. I'm willing to spend the money because I'm really enjoying this game. And there's new stuff for me to keep doing.
Right.
And I've now been playing it again since May, and I will attribute Pokemon Go as to why I finally have gotten a run cycle going since moving to Colorado. I've always been running as a part of my workout, but it was always I'm gonna go run for like 15 minutes and I'm gonna go lift because I don't want to run, but I know I should run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now because what it turned into was, and I always give them crap because they never join me to go out in the mornings. I've even said I'll walk with them. But anyway, I walk around this lake near our house and I'll go for runs every morning. And I have great, amazing catches going on over there. And because I keep catching stuff, I keep going for runs and I keep catching Pokemon
Yeah.
and I keep leveling up and I'm keep going. It gets improved my health because I'm like, well, I don't want to run,
Yeah.
but I could catch a lot of Pokemon if I keep moving at a quick pace.
Yeah, and for someone like me, I mean, I won't lie, I'm a bit of a recluse, and this is a game that makes me actually go, you know what? I do want to go outside. Yes, I may be staring at my phone the majority of the time because I
Yeah.
want to catch the Pokemon while I'm doing it, but I'm outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're getting sunlight.
It's true.
Exactly, vitamin D.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob and I went to Seattle, and we went to go see the Pop Culture Museum, and we had no idea that there was this massive park behind it. And we went there when Pride Fest was going on, and we didn't know that they were having a party behind the park. But when we went to the Pop Culture Museum, I pulled up Pokemon Go and we left, and it was like, hey, there's a raid starting like right behind you. And I'm like, hey, Rob, do you mind if I go hit that upper fast? Because it's low level, I can do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. Well, in my usual best, Rob, yeah, man, no worries, let's go do it. And we
man.
walked back there and we discovered a whole park in Pride Fest, and we're hanging out, and I'm just like, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, my ear's bleeding.
Yeah.
But,
Same.
no, that's super true because, I mean, even here where we live, where we kind of think, oh, well, we know what's around here. We've discovered new parks. We've discovered new
In the
areas.
last 2 months.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Why are you
incredible.
yelling? What's going on?
know.
He's
Jesus.
so excited.
I am super excited.
And
I
it's
think-
also
I think the
like
best
there's
part-
so much new stuff that even though we have been going out super often,
Yeah.
and you would think we've caught everything by now. I literally just opened up my Pokemon Go on my phone. There's a Pokemon nearby that I don't have.
Yeah.
Like, even after playing it for so long and going out for hours at a time sometimes, there's still new stuff for me to catch. There's still reasons for me to go, ooh, let's go walk over here and do this raid real quick. I really want this Absol. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much cool stuff that we can go out and do. And especially this, I've been a really big fan of the most recent update with
Friends. Yeah.
and the gifting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's so much fun being able to go, okay, we always go out together and now we're benefiting from it because we're going in, we're like, okay, we deal more damage in a raid, which gives us more reason to go out and do raids, which gives us more reason to like gift each other and be friends. And like there's just so much cool stuff about this game.
Yeah.
So then let's go back to the topic, because well, actually, Natalie, look, even you, when Dan and I first started playing it back in May, you were like, I'm not playing that stupid game
Yeah,
again.
but it's kind of different for me because after I got released from the hospital, I kind of, I had to try and get back in shape. So it's been a really, really good reason for me to go out. So it's pretty much the same thing that you've said about your health. It's kind of helped me improve upon it. And that's pretty much the reason why I'm playing it right now. I mean, of course, there's a little bit of nostalgia added to it as well, but there's a lot of things to do now, like Dan said. But ultimately, I'm definitely playing it because it's just a motivation for me to go outside and just walk a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you are not a fan of working out at all. You go do the fun stuff with us, like rock climbing and things like that, but you're not a fan of normal.
What are you
working
talking
out.
about?
No, but what I'm saying
I
is,
love boxing. I love
yeah,
going
you
tennis
love
and
the fun
stuff. Yeah,
Tennis,
but
boxing,
I can't do any of that right now.
right,
So.
and the last thing you wanted to do is go for walks and go run.
Yeah.
And you and I are going
cardio,
out there,
And
like I'm expecting you to be done in 30 minutes. Like, well,
Yeah.
don't worry, we'll go for a quick 20-minute walk.
I'm not gonna lie, like just staring at the phone is definitely, it's just, you just don't see the time pass, and
Yeah.
that's what is good about it. Yeah.
But like even for someone that like you're getting better, you're recovering, and so it's great that you can go out and walk to do
Yeah.
this. But it's also giving reasons to people that may never go out, may never socialize to go out.
This is
'Cause
another
let's be
thing,
honest,
too,
when we went out for the community day for the
Articuno Day,
Articuno
yeah.
raids, we
I know.
ran into
Like
we were in
20
a group
people.
of like 15,
Yeah.
maybe even more people, and we're all just having fun.
Yeah.
We're socializing
Yeah.
with people that we never would have met otherwise, people that have similar interests. I know of like a good chunk of people who have actually met people that they started having like dating and stuff.
Really?
Because of Pokemon Go.
That's
Because they
awesome.
went out and they played it. They ran into someone else that was playing it. They talked. They became friends. And
Yeah.
then they started a relationship together. And it's
Yeah.
so cool
Yeah.
because there are some people going, yeah, well, you're outside, but you're playing an app game. And it's like, yeah, but I'm outside.
Yeah.
I'm meeting new people. Like, there's so much cool stuff that
Yeah.
the community days are truly community days. Not just, oh, on this day there's an event.
Yeah.
It's a true community day. Even when we went out for the Squirtles, when it wasn't like a big raid thing.
Yeah.
We ran into,
Oh,
like
there
we
was,
were
like,
going
even more
around and we
people that
ran
day.
into huge amounts of people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like you look over and you see someone with their phone and you're like, I know you guys are playing.
Yeah.
Like, is there, and they'll be like, yeah, there's Dratini nest over here. And you're like, oh, thanks for telling me. There's stuff over here.
I
And
will
like,
say it is funny to see some of the people, because you'll see like normal people walking around, people go outside, people like us who are like, we have social skills, but we spend inside. And then you'll see the people who don't even notice how to say hi.
It's true.
Yeah.
And they're
That-
just sitting there with
they're
their
just
phone.
awkwardly
But
sitting
at
there.
at least when we're done with the raid, they just look at you and they just like smile kind of
Yeah,
slightly.
they're
Yeah,
kinda
they're like,
they're like,
do
"Yo,
I have a
thanks."
new friend? And you're like, I don't know how to say hi to this.
yeah.
We've
But
met
at the
people
same-
who awkwardly just walk with us and they don't say anything.
Well, the great
And
thing
then we've
about
met
it,
people who are like, they'll meet us, like that girl that we met that one day, and she was just like, oh, it's so much fun to play Pokemon with people. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think you
The-
see
the
very many
great-
people playing this, do you, wherever you're from?
Right.
the great thing about this is that you go out there for these events and you literally meet people that are like from 5 to 60 years old playing on their
yeah.
phone.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
love when we
awesome.
run into
Yeah.
like a lot of the older people.
Yes.
I love when we run into the groups where it's a family and the
Yes.
dad is playing,
Yeah.
not even the kids.
And
And,
the
you're just
kids are
like,
just-
this is what we want. This is the kind of game that we have been waiting for, where you get to enjoy being a video gamer,
Yeah.
but you also get to meet other people. It's kind of like when some games at like, well, you can play on PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live with other people, but you're just hearing voices.
Yeah.
But this one, you're playing a game and you're meeting people in real life. And
Yeah.
it's so fun. And then there's always the fun jokes where you're not fully sure if other people are playing Pokemon Go and there's
Yeah.
a raid nearby. So
you
you just
just-
start walking
yeah.
around and you're like, man, I really hope we get enough people for this Pokemon Go raid. And you kind of see them perk up like,
No, hold on. Let me
Ah.
clarify that real
That's
quick.
Ben, yeah.
That's
That's,
I'm the guy that will walk around with the music on or very loudly be like, hey, Dan, did you see the Squirtle over there? to nonchalantly see if anyone's going to perk up and want to join in.
Yep.
And it was funny because initially Dan was like, "You're that guy that makes a lot of noise," and I looked at him like, "Yeah," because other people notice. And then he started, "Oh yeah, that does work. I totally see it works."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because how many times have we walked up to something and I'll just kind of be like, "Hey Dan, did you see the oddish?"
right.
And Dan's just like, "Yeah, I see him everywhere."
But I mean, you guys have done raids before, and my very first one was the one with the Articuno Day, like a couple of days ago. So seeing all these people come together was probably definitely the best part.
You mean bigger
of the
brands? Because
day.
you've come with us for the little
Yeah,
ones.
well, yeah,
You've done
but
like
it was
our
just you
small
guys.
friend
Yes,
group, not
yes.
the ones where it truly does require a big group of people. I
Absolutely,
mean, the
yeah.
big raids, even
The
when
5
it's
stars.
not on the main days, there's like Facebook groups,
Yeah.
there's chat rooms.
Yeah, you've told us about that.
There's places where you can go, hey guys, there's a raid here. Let's meet up at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You show up, there's a bunch of people.
yeah,
And often, like, it's not always the people you would expect to be playing.
yeah.
No.
It's
No.
true. It's
I've
true.
met everyone from little kids who were
Yeah.
telling me about their shinies, and
to
I don't think you know what
like
you're actually
super
talking about. 'cause you're not
muscly
making
guys
sense.
and stuff. That's
And
crazy.
We've met like dads and moms. We've
And the
met,
super muscly guys too, like
Oh, yeah,
coming
that
from
one
the
was
gym
weirder.
and stuff. That was
Like
so
bodybuilders.
Weird.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
were there that day. We met this like bodybuilder like
It
couple.
was the
like, they're
second
super
time,
fitness
actually.
people.
Yeah, yeah. it
And they're
was
like,
the
"You all
second
want to come
time.
to us to the tier 5 raider on the corner?" And they're like,
Yeah, it was so weird.
Like, it really opens your eyes to how broad the spectrum is
Yeah.
of the people who are playing this game.
Yeah. So then, okay. So back to the topic on hand, though. Never mind how much we love the game.
Yeah. Oh, right, the money thing.
Yeah, like how? Why do you? Because we don't want to be here forever talking about how much we love it. What do you guys think the problem was? Why do you think that they took some? Because my only
telling
theory.
you.
Here's my only theory. One, Niantic wasn't expecting it. I do think that they should have not have been rushing it. But the other theory that I have as to why it took so long for this game to become something good, what we wanted, is early on they were already. Because you can't tell me that they made Let's Go, the game that's coming out in a year.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, this is my personal theory.
Oh, definitely. They
Let's
put-
Go was
yeah.
on the plans way
Yeah.
back at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
probably.
maybe it got delayed or something. Maybe it was supposed to be announced after the first year.
Mm-hmm.
But like this was already a part of the plan.
Yeah.
And the problem is, it like all the additions that have come out were supposed to tie into Let's Go.
Yeah.
But if Let's Go got delayed, that would make sense how a game that is that successful is taking that long to do something.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that as well. I think it's mainly about the Pokemon Go. There's just a tie-in game that's about to come out that will link the two of them together. I think it's definitely where most of their money went, honestly.
Yeah, I think that was a big factor. I do think, though, that, I mean, they should have done it sooner and faster, but I think a lot of the reasons why at first there were not a bunch of big content patches and updates was because of the servers.
Yeah.
Because now when we play, we rarely run into the server problems we used to have.
Only on the community days.
Exactly. Only on the community days where it's very obviously there's so many people trying to play right now that the servers are probably overloading.
Either that or our phones are just overheating because
Yeah, you said right, his phone was overheating
Oh,
and
yeah,
wouldn't load the
yeah.
game.
There were a couple people on the days where they're like, well, my phone just forced shut down
Yes.
because the temperature was too high.
Yeah,
And we're
we
like, "Damn."
our community day and our raid day was 100-degree temperature. Now I know
Yes,
people
it
in
was
LA were
pretty
dealing
rough.
with like 115 degree.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine how many people's phones shut down in LA because in 100-degree weather here, people's phones are shutting down.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
But I think that was a lot of the big reason why they did that. I do feel though that they should have at least been doing small patches. Because I think another big problem was when they did updates, it was a huge chunk of things. Like it was, okay, now we're doing raids, gyms, Pokemon Buddy, like all of this stuff where it could have been every other month. Now you get to walk with your buddy and you get Pokemon candy that way. 2 months later. Okay, now the raids are out, they're doing this. 2 months later. Now there's the friends thing. And like make it, yes, they may be smaller, but it gives people a reason to kind of like get
Come
interested. Okay, their feelings about it kind of die down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still in their head. Because I know a lot of people, once they were done playing, Benny was in this boat. Once they were done playing, they did not follow anything.
Nope.
And Benny only got back in because I was starting to play up again and I was mentioning some of these new things, then Benny was like, wait a second, like they've actually got stuff now?
Yeah.
Looked into it, realized that he was enjoying it a lot and got back into it. But there's so many people that
No, that's not it.
during the longest time, there was just a huge
No, what actually
lull.
happened, I can filibuster you too.
Jesus Christ.
No, for me it was when Let's Go came out, and then I said we should maybe look into it again, and you were like, look at all the stuff.
Because before that, I was playing a bunch and I kept telling you about it, so it was slightly on your radar.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, I was gonna say, but Let's Go when that came out, that's when I was like, all right, Dan,
That was
what
a big
actually
factor.
got they put into this thing? Like, should I be playing to prep for Let's Go?
Exactly, because you knew that I was still playing it. But
Yeah.
if you saw Let's Go out coming out, you might
may have
not have
checked it out.
gone exactly.
But-
And there are some people out there that may have just looked at it and gone, "Well, hey, I don't have to play Pokemon Go because I'm going to get a console version anyway."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think that was a big problem that they had where they took too long that it just completely fell off a lot of people's radars, where they really needed to give a little bit more consistent, even if they were smaller patches. Because I think it took them a year to increase the number of Pokemon that were available. Like it was the original 151,
Oh
and
my
not
God,
even that.
Rattatas everywhere.
Like not even that. Like, I mean, of the 151, if I remember right, only like 140 of them were available.
yeah,
But there's also reasons to
they actually rotated the
travel
regionals
now.
too.
Yeah,
They rotate. I didn't even know they did that, and I looked at it, and some of the old regionals are now local.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it's also cool because it gives you reasons to enjoy traveling a bit more as well. Because, I mean, when you were in Seattle, you were seeing a lot of different Pokemon that you find here.
we've legit discussed going some places as a fun like weekend trip if we can find like cheap tickets to fly to hunt Pokemon and look at local landmarks.
Yeah, God forbid we actually travel to enjoy our time as vacation, you know?
We're gonna get Pokemon, Natalie. That's what we do.
Sure. Sure.
But that's the cool part.
It is.
It's a part vacation, part Pokemon Go, and
There you go.
I mean,
and now that fan festival's over, we're all going to Disney World.
I feel like if Pokemon
See, I'm
Let's
okay
Go,
with this, right?
I feel like if Pokemon Let's Go was not coming out though, Pokemon Go would not be as
Oh, no.
popular as it is right now.
Right, it
For
would
sure.
not have been brought back onto
Yeah.
people's radars.
Yeah.
It
That's
would have
exactly
been
it.
Yeah.
it would have been the people that played it and would
And that's
tell
it.
people
Yeah.
and say there's cool new stuff, and those
Like-
people would go, "No, I don't believe you. It was crap.
Yeah.
Move on."
Yeah.
Cuz Benny did that originally when I got back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, I pretty much laughed at you.
You did. You were basically like, "Dan, there's nothing to do. Why are you playing?" And I kept saying, "Benny, they added new stuff." And you
Yeah.
were like, "No, they didn't. Like there was so little
No,
stuff."
I'm pretty sure I didn't deny that they added it. But what you were describing to me did not sound like you were. I think you were initially like, "There's more Pokemon." I'm like, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do with new Pokemon? Like, but the raids are there. And I'm like, "Well, I couldn't beat the raids before, so screw that." Like,
Exactly,
I don't care.
because
Yeah.
you hear it and you have the perception of what it was. You didn't have the appearance of what it had been advanced into.
Hmm.
And then once you got back in, now you're recommending it to everyone.
Oh, I do. Yeah, no, and not even because I've even actually recommended it. Like when Natalie got back into it, she didn't join into it originally with you and me. I talked to her. I was like, "Hey, Let's Go's coming out. It's gonna tie the games in." And she's like, "I don't care." And she's like, "I don't think it's gonna matter that much." And I'm like, but when you were working on your workout stuff, I'm like, "Look, why don't you just play Pokemon while you go for your walks?"
Yep.
Because it'll give you more of a reason to go.
Yep.
And everyone's like, "Why are you still playing Pokemon?" I'm like, "Because it gives me a reason to run." Like I'm actually doing. For me, I'm not very good when I have to do one thing. I'm better when I multitask. And the problem I've always had with working out is it's me and my music, and that's all I got. You know, it's like so I just want to be done
For
quickly
most
and go back to what I'm
people,
doing.
for most people, music and doing something is actually a lot already. But for you, you have to have like 4 things going on at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and that's the issue. It's like, yeah, you're right. So,
I'm just gonna throw it out there because we were talking about how much money they're making. With okay, if they're supposedly making $1 million, is it $1 million a day? Is that it?
About that.
If it's $1 million a day, why couldn't they have given us the stupid Squirtle? What is it?
Proper sunglasses,
Yeah, the
the Squirtle
glasses that
Squad.
we all
well,
wanted.
okay,
Yes.
that right there is a prime example. I think
That
was actually
is
my
the
reason for
only
targeting.
issue that I have right now is because you were so lazy that you copy pasted Pikachu sunglasses onto Squirtles. Why? We were all expecting the Squirtle Squad's glasses because That's
Yeah.
what we grew. That's what we grew up
That's
watching.
what you when you
Yeah.
say Squirtle with glasses,
Yes.
your head goes to
Squirtle
Squirtle Squad.
Squad, yeah.
Like that is what you think.
Yeah.
And before, when they did events, it was always just, what's Pikachu gonna be wearing this time?
Yeah.
I
Is
remember
it a
going out for the
Santa
first
hat?
one and being like, I don't care about this. Like, I got
It was
I got
like
a hat.
Exactly. It was like Santa hat, witch hat, Ash's hat, but
Yeah.
it was always just Pikachu's wearing this now,
Yep.
and you're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
it's,
looking which I got Ash's hat, Santa hat, and party hat.
And
yeah,
party
exactly.
hat
Like
and, yeah,
that's
Halloween.
all the events that
It's
they
just-
did, but now they're doing okay. Now we're going to be doing Squirtle Day. Now
Mm-hmm.
we're doing Larvitar Day, where we were doing stuff and we're like, you know what? Let's play Pokemon Go while we do this, so we can get some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I agree with you on that one with the money thing. I don't understand how you can make $1 million and not even make new glasses to put on the Squirtle.
Yeah, that's a little bit retarded. Yeah.
Even
I mean-
even if it's a copyright thing, you can't tell me
Yeah.
you couldn't get close.
Okay. There's no way that's a copyright thing of, hey, you're using the Pokemon, but you can't use the thing that people recognize with that Pokemon. Like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I understand not everyone's gonna get the reference because not everyone grew up watching that show.
that
But
shouldn't
at the
matter.
same time, yeah, it shouldn't matter.
Exactly.
It's just yeah.
A large portion of the player base
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
And it's better to please some people like that. I bet that could have gotten more people to get back into the game as well.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
I mean,
Yep.
if someone was like, I don't want to play Pokemon Go, and then you go, they've got Squirtle Squad
Yeah, Squirtle
glasses.
Squad, yeah.
You go, wait, what? Like, Squirtle's
Exactly.
my favorite. I
Yeah.
loved the show. I wasn't a big fan of the games, but now I want to play this because I simply just want that Pokemon.
Yep. Yep. Agreed.
But I did, and I also did look into that $1 million a day thing, and I remember, if I remember right, half of that million, like 500,000, is North America alone.
Jesus.
Yeah, that one's North America alone is that, and they actually, someone was mentioning that's why certain locations have the like safari days and stuff like that. It's because they are the higher paying areas and regions.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was a chart on it, but the crazy thing is, it's like North America 500,000, the next person 120,000.
Yo, yeah.
And you're
That's
like,
crazy.
oh my goodness. Disposable income everywhere, or credit card debt everywhere.
Oh my god! Like I think I've bought two of the big packs on the poker coins to get more stuff, and I was feeling bad about that. And then I saw those numbers, and I'm like, who the hell is going?
Yeah.
Like you can get almost everything in Pokemon in the game.
But it's
man.
also one of those ones where I feel okay spending the money because I play it a lot. It gets me outside.
Yeah.
I need to emphasize that point. The getting me outside is what I love the most, because that is one of the hardest things for me personally to do, is to go outside and do stuff, because I mean, I have a short attention span. I mean, that's simply it. When I'm outside, I have trouble keeping my interest on things. But having Pokemon Go, I mean, I don't need to have it open the whole time. I can go out, I can do a bunch of stuff, get a little bored, Pokemon Go, let's do that, have fun with that. Now, but I'm still outside.
So, guys, I hope you
Get the
enjoyed our
sun.
podcast today, which is supposed to be discussing how companies can make so much money and not bring in content, but which we will now rename to Dan Loves Pokemon Go.
Oh,
I've tried to steer this topic back like three
eligible
times.
monster loves Pokemon
I've
Go.
tried to steer this topic back like 3 times, and every time's like, yeah, it's so amazing. I go outside, I catch Pokemon.
To be fair, though, there's only so much you can say about them making money.
Oh, I think we could have said more than 3 sentences. Even
I don't-
Natalie had a topic to put in with it.
I actually don't
What's
think
that?
we
No,
could have.
I told you, man. I'm pretty sure that they're taking this money and investing it into something else. The other projects. I told you that's what most companies do. I mean, that's what Square Enix did. They almost went bankrupt because of Final Fantasy 14 1.0, and then they're
my
making
God,
a
the
bunch
train
of
wreck.
and then they're making a shit ton of money with 14 2.0, and they're putting it into other projects. I mean, that's what companies do. That's
Yep.
all. Yeah. So I'm sure they have a bigger end goal here than just we're making a shit ton of money from you guys and
I-
not giving you anything. You
I
know,
hope
like-
so. I hope there is something
Yeah,
bigger coming out.
yeah.
I hope it's more than just Pokemon Let's Go with that amount of money.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
not be able to give us Squirtle glasses.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a little bit.
I mean, like I said, when
Still.
Niantic was a nobody company, and they're like, oh, we have like 4 or 5 people. I'm like, okay, get your shit together. You're making money.
Right.
But, like, I get it. You're a small company. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. For the record, I'm not mad at Dan. It was funny. I like to see his
Oh my
face. You can't
God.
see his face because we don't have the video up yet.
Let's
Dan
all be
gets
mad at one
defensive.
thing only: the Squirtle glasses. That's it.
Yeah.
The Squirtle glass, I think, is the most egregious thing to. We're making $1 million a day. Then how the fuck did you not get those right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty iconic.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Or give us I don't know, maybe more customizations for the avatars or something. I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you're making that much money. And you didn't get the sunglasses.
Yeah. Sure. I
If
mean,
you
I
looked
wasn't.
up Squirtle with sunglasses, it's the #1 Google
It's true.
search.
It's true. And it's probably a lot easier too to give him those sunglasses because the Ray-Ban look is a lot bigger and just, it's just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
Who
Or
knows?
maybe it was copyright issues. I don't know because they're working with Nintendo right now.
Exactly.
So what is
if they're
this?
using the Pokemon, it kind of wouldn't make sense for them to not be able
Yeah.
to use the Pokemon in a
Yeah.
server, especially since they're using Ash's hat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if anything's trademark, that would be the one.
If there was a problem with Ash's, if there was a problem with the show stuff, Ash's hat wouldn't be in here. as far
Oh
as
yeah,
I
no,
know.
definitely. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Let us know in the comments down below if you want us to stay more on rails with the topics or if you just like us rambling. No, this is a legit question because, I mean...
I know.
Yeah, no, because with the top... We're doing this podcast very similar to how we do RMBE and how we do the weekly poll, which is very much... This is just us talking about that topic, around that topic, and things like that.
It's like jump off of this point, now have fun.
Right, but I just want to see if the audience for this would prefer us staying on topic. Because you guys are not our comic book and podcast audience. Maybe you are. No, guys, why didn't you talk about that more? That kind of thing. So let us know. But you can find Natalie over at Zodico Candy on Twitter and right here on Eligible Monster. Just gives us a little subscription. And Dan is also on Eligible Monster right here on YouTube. And on his Twitter, he's at Dan T. Editor. And all three of us you can find at the Eligible Monster Twitter and at the Eligible Monster Twitch.
Yes.
So thank you guys for your time today, and I'll see you next time right here.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.